The traditional financial system is built on trust, or a lack thereof, with the banks and financial institutions that we rely upon to hold our savings, take our deposits, grant loans, mortgages, and other financial products like insurances that we use to protect the very things we work for and those things that we hold dearest in life. These financial products are packaged and sold as legally binding agreements that attract fees and charges, many of which are derived from interest rates that are risk-weighted and make very little sense to most people. These fees, charges, and interest rates have seen profits skyrocket for the banks and financial institutions over the past 2 decades. But the global financial system does not serve everybody. Globally, there are 1.7 billion people without access to the financial system. That means no bank account, no access to ATMs, loans, or mortgages. But what we do know is that we have 3.7 billion people worldwide with access to smartphones, and this gives rise to the idea behind DeFi. DeFi stands for decentralized finance, and it's the idea of a financial system that is not reliant upon banks or other financial institutions in order for you to access financial products. If it sounds revolutionary, it really is revolutionary. It's the idea of a new financial system that cannot be controlled by central governments, cannot be controlled by central banks. Instead, it is open to everybody as long as you have a smartphone and an internet connection. And it's the difference between you being able to access lending services, borrowing services, or simply just getting a better rate of interest on your money. We'll talk a little bit more about that later on in this video. But DeFi is something that is new, it is exciting, and something that is set to revolutionize the financial services industry and the global financial system forever. Okay, so I'll be the first to admit, the idea of a decentralized financial system sounds pretty far-fetched. And if I'm completely honest, in doing research for this video, my mind was blown with the level of detail that is available out there. Now, this video isn't designed to make you a pro in DeFi by watching this one video. It's simply here to give you a glimpse into what DeFi could essentially mean for the future. And again, if I'm honest, in doing research for this, I don't even think that right now we know the full scope of what DeFi could do and the impact it could have moving forward. But in order to draw a parallel, I wanted to liken it to something that we actually can't live without now, and it's become so part of our normal life that it would be unthinkable not to have this thing. And in drawing this parallel, I want to play you this following clip from Cathie Woods. This is what she had to say about the internet when it was first introduced.
When the internet was conceived, commerce wasn't even a thought. In fact, consumers in the US could not use the internet legally until 1991, when we passed a Telecommunications Act. I was surprised to hear, Steve Case reminded me of that when he gave a presentation about a year ago.
So much like the internet, this is new technology. And in order for DeFi to become a reality, there were 3 key components that are really important. The first one is the blockchain, because it is going to be built and is being built on the blockchain. The second is cryptography. And the third is smart contracts. Now, smart contracts are a beautiful thing because it's a way for you to govern the exchange of goods and services. And we can see the practical applications of this right now in the fact that you can actually go and stake stable coins, or you can stake your cryptocurrency to receive better rates of interest. And this is really important and topical given where we are right now, where for the last 8 to 10 years, we have seen historic low interest rates. And for many people with money in the bank, they're trying to seek a different way to make their money work harder. And honestly, this is where the blockchain and some of the stuff that you can actually do now with DeFi as it currently sits is absolutely amazing. And I alluded to this a little bit earlier on, but what if you were able at this point in time to be able to get a better rate of interest on the money that you have in your bank right now that will be getting, if you're lucky, 0.1%? Well, this brings us to the sponsors of this video, Huobi. Huobi is a global cryptocurrency exchange that was founded back in 2013. They're one of the first and one of the oldest cryptocurrency exchanges still on the market right now. They give you access to 348 crypto assets, and they've literally just launched Huobi Earn. Now, Huobi Earn is where you can earn more interest, better interest on your crypto holdings. I'm just going to post a couple of screenshots here for you just so you can see what they're offering at this point in time. They have three main categories that they offer under. The first is a featured, and here on the featured you can see that they're offering a 100% APY, that's annual percentage yield, on AXS at the moment, and this is for a fixed term of 7 days. So this is a really good way for you to get a little bit of extra interest, better interest, certainly than what you're getting in the bank at the moment by using them. They also have a number of flexible options. So for example, if you have USDT, they're offering 6.61% at this point in time. On Bitcoin, they're offering 1.33. This is again on a flexible term, so there isn't any date or term associated to this, but you could easily go and stake your USDT or your Bitcoin for this as well. They also have some fixed offerings, which I'm going to show you here. So they've got USDC, and they're offering 5.08% for that over a term of 7 days. If you've got Matic or Polkadot, you've got 5 and 4% being offered respectively there. With Matic, it's 30 days, and with Polkadot, you've got 14 days as the offering term there. If you are interested in getting a better rate of return on your crypto holdings right now, then Huobi are also offering a $170 welcome bonus for new users who register with them. In order for you to take part and benefit from that $170 offer, all you basically need to do is complete some very basic tasks. I'm going to throw up a screenshot right here. There is a countdown. There's 14 days for you to complete this, but there are relatively very simple steps in order for you to earn up to $170. So simply by completing your ID verification, you're going to get $10 for that. Open a USDT swap account, you're going to get $10 from that. If you deposit $100 worth of tokens, you're going to get $30 as well for that. So if you're interested in this, make sure you go and check them out. I will leave a link in the comment section, which will be pinned for you to take advantage of that. They also have a Telegram group, and they've also got a YouTube channel as well, which you can also go and check out, where they've got a lot of free content, and they've got a bit of a community going on there as well. So Huobi is a prime example of being able to use DeFi to access better financial products, better financial services. I mean, in this example, you're able to access a better rate of interest than what you're getting in your bank right now, which, if you are holding cash in your bank right now, is being eroded by inflation because the interest rates are so low. Now, the two most common user cases for DeFi right now are in borrowing and earning interest. And when you start to think about the impact that this could potentially have, particularly when you think about the borrowing side, I mean, imagine using a smart contract, which, by the way, is a contract which enables you to complete on a transaction. So that commerce, right? That exchange of goods and services. Imagine being able to buy a house and use an NFT to do so. So your deeds are an NFT, and you purchase your house, you own the NFT, the deeds to your house via an NFT with a mortgage that you got on the blockchain. The applications for this are far reaching, and they are absolutely humongous. But when it comes to DeFi right now, most of it is being built on top of the Ethereum blockchain, which is malleable. It allows people to program things, but there is more and more of a discussion, and I found this out doing research for this video, around Bitcoin on DeFi, which is extremely exciting considering that Bitcoin is the premier global digital currency of the future, the store of value. That is getting a lot of people very excited indeed. But when I think about DeFi and I think about, okay, you watching this, what might be the investment opportunities? Well, it's being built on the Ethereum blockchain. We know that Ethereum 2.0 is due to arrive soon. That is going to introduce more efficiencies, less gas fees, so on and so forth. So hopefully we'll see a bit of this accelerate in the coming 12 months or so. The space has already been very, very busy over the last 2 to 3 years. It has really accelerated. And you can see that by this screenshot that I'm going to throw up right here, which is DeFi Pulse, which basically tells you the total value locked into the DeFi space right now. I mean, I did this yesterday at 66 billion. I don't even know what that might be today, whether it's increased or not, but go and check this out as well. So this is a very, very exciting space right now. But for an investment opportunity, Ethereum, I feel, is where it's going to be. I could be wrong with that, and I'm sure that people will tell me in the comments below, but it feels as though owning Ethereum and investing in Ethereum just for the application of DeFi and what this could say for the future could be a really, really good investment, particularly with Ethereum 2.0 coming down the track. So guys, there it is right there. This is just a video on DeFi and what I found, and I think it's very, very exciting. Will this replace the financial system all in one fell swoop? I don't think so. I think there are some very, very complex parts of the financial system that I'm not sure that DeFi would be able to replace in its entirety. But in the next 5 to 10 years, will it take a portion of or overtake a portion of the financial system? I believe it will, particularly when you think about the unbanked, those 1.7 billion people that don't have access to bank accounts, to ATMs, to loans, to mortgages. As long as you have a smartphone and an internet connection, and this is where things like Starlink come in, where they're beaming, good Wi-Fi connection to every inch of the planet, this makes DeFi more viable. And 1.7 billion people being unbanked that will then have access to financial products, financial services can only be a good thing. And if you just think about catering to those people alone, this could be absolutely massive. The reality is, though, we don't know where this is going to go. I believe that with the blockchain, as exciting it is, there are so many new user cases that we don't even know about right now. And I'm certainly excited to see where this DeFi is going to be taking us in the next 5 to 10 years. But guys, let me know what you think about this video in the comments. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you smash the like button. Please do share this with somebody who may also find this interesting. And if you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing. This is the podcast for this week. Go and listen to it right there. Remember, money is a tool, life is for living. I will catch you later on.